Hello everybody and welcome back to the craft room with Tanya. Now, I had one of our lovely group members ask me, well actually she reminded me that I said I would give you the recipe for making your own dimensional paste or 3D paste or modelling paste or whatever you like to call it. This is the stuff that we use whenever we want to give that mixed media effect, that lovely bit of texture to a card. I use it with stencils a lot. In fact, there's one, what was the one I wanted to make? Oh, I know what it was. So if I get a second at the end of this, I'll show you. I want to make a little chicken card and I want to do like chicken wire, but I don't know if I have the right stencil here or not. If not, I'll have to make my own. So that'll be another video. Okay, let's not get off on a tangent and let's just focus on how you make your own dimensional paste. Are you ready? Here we go. Really easy. You need glue. Doesn't matter what sort of glue. Your regular, doesn't have to be terribly tacky. It's just, this was a cheap glue that I got, and I'm trying to get it down to the top of the jar. I'll set it over there. Now, a little bit of water, some acrylic paint. Doesn't have to be white if you want to make a coloured dimensional paste. You can use black paint, you can use blue, green, brown, red, whatever you want. It's entirely up to you. I'm using white for the purpose of this video. And last but not least, thickener. I use corn flour, just the cheapest corn flour I can get. I'm trying to think. You can use baby powder or talcum powder, just to thicken the paste up. But this is tremendous. I've used this and it works a treat. Now, a little jar. That's where you start off with. I start with my glue. So pop in a good dollop of glue. Oh, let me get a bit more in here. It's not quite enough. I would say if you're a cooking person, you'd want a good tablespoonful of glue. Something along that line. You see that? Good tablespoon-ish. You want a dollop of white paint. Okay. I wonder is that enough? I'm going to put in a wee bit more for good measure. And actually, it's that long since I've made this. And I'm going to give that a little stir in to see if I'm happy with that. I actually think I need another dollop of glue. So that's 2 tablespoonfuls of glue. Right, let's see. So we'll put another tablespoonful-ish. There we go. Now let me see, am I happy with that? Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. And I'm going to put in a wee tiny bit more white paint. Now, the white paint, if you didn't put the white paint in, this would come out sort of a oh, what's the word? The word for me is it looks like a slug. It's a bit yellowish and nondescript. Not that I have an aversion. Well, actually, I don't particularly. I'm not a great fan of slugs. I have to be honest. They wouldn't be my favourite creature. But they do serve a very good purpose in the garden. What it is, other than eating my hostas, I can't remember. But I have been reliably informed that they feed the birds. Isn't that it? They feed our wee birds. So I'm putting in. This is a bit like thickening gravy, to be honest with you. You just put in a little bit, see how it goes, and then put in a little bit more. So I put in, I think, 2 heaped teaspoons, and that's probably more than enough. And then a couple of sprinkles, of spritzes of water. Good couple of spritzes of water. And that's coming along very, very nicely. indeed. Look at that, you see? Look, a couple more spritzes. And like I said, it is like making gravy. You just make as much. But I'm trying to think, so if it's 2 tablespoonfuls of tacky glue or glue, I would say about a teaspoonful of acrylic paint, 2 teaspoonfuls, so it's 2, 2 and 1, isn't it? And then a few spritzes of water. Yeah, that's a pretty good mix. So if you're, now I've only made a little bit, you can see that, because what I'm actually going to do is fill up my pot. Now look at it. That's great stuff. Look, I think I've put in a bit too much water there, but look, that's my 3D dimensional paste, and this is my homemade stuff. So I'm just trying to see what consistency I want it at. Let me see. I think I want to put in titchy tiny bit more of this, because I've probably added too much water, but not too much. Oh, I missed. Oh, I am on a roll. Yeah, that's better. Better. All I'm doing is trying to work out what my consistency should be. Do you see that? Look at that. Fabulous. And I would suggest to you, you want it to be able to drip, but not drippy. You know, you wanted a good solid, look at that. That's fantastic. And it's as simple as that. And trust me, if I can make it and not make a hash of it, anybody can. You should see my gravy. But that's it. Remember, it has the same properties as any other. So it sets like concrete or super glue or whatever. So I got a bit on the desk the other day and I can't get it off. But soapy water usually will take it off. But my recommendation is clean everything up as you go along. But there you go. That's how you make your own dimensional paste. So I'm just trying to think, what did I say? Let me write this down for you. So that was, let's say if you're making a good quantity, I would go 6 tablespoons of glue. I would go at least 2 teaspoons of acrylic paint, any color. It's up to you. And let's say, what did I say? Corn flour. I would start off with 2 tablespoons of corn flour or whatever, and add as required to thicken. Now don't forget, you can give it a spritz or 2 of water as you go along. It'll do absolutely no harm. I give it a spritz of water anyway, because sometimes you know, those are good. Actually, those are good wee jars. I got those off Amazon. They're specimen jars. Yeah, I know, but the lid closes really, really tight, so that's why I got them. And obviously with them being specimen jars, the lids would have to close pretty tight, or it could be rather an unpleasant experience. So there you go. And I'll just show you very, very quickly. I have all my little colours in here. So there's my pink, I have green, I have black, and I have blue, and I have brown. I'm not going to get them all out, but you get the general gist of it. You can make whatever colour you want. Fabulous little things, and it saves you an absolute fortune, and that's all you need. It's as simple as that. So there you go. If you have any more questions for me, I will do my absolute best to show you how to go about whatever it is you need an answer to. If I can, I'll get this uploaded right away so that that nice lady knows how she can make her very own dimensional paste, because I do realise that I did mention it twice in a video and I haven't got round to it yet. But there you go. Don't hold me to this recipe, because it does depend on how thick your glue is. It does depend on how thick your acrylic paint is. You know, don't worry too much, but that should give you a good mix. And you just add the corn flour or talcum powder as you need to thicken it up. And I would just think of it as stodgy gravy. You want it thick enough that you can put it on to your stencil and it's not going to run. You want it solid, but not lumpy, like gravy. There. So go get it, and if you've any questions, just let me know. I hope that helped. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye now.